whatsoever. Right, the Falcons going right to left and the Raiders left to right on your radio dial.
Northfield takes the kick and they play it back to the defense and then wide to the left-hand side of defense. Passes it to the middle. That's number 20 on the ball, and that is Pascal looking to move it up through the center circle, stopped by the Falcon defense, but it then squirts to the Raiders winger on the left. Passes it into the middle and slowly plays a nice little square ball out to his left-hand defender. Looks to play a chip over across the field, looking for the runner right there. And let's see. And that looks to be number 20, Rogan, on the right side there. Northfield with the throw on the offensive third. Ball goes into the box, and Falcons get the clear, only to find the defensive Northfield. Looking to play it in. Faribault intercepts, tries to play it up the sideline. Makes a pass into the middle, intercepted by the Raiders. Ball at the Raiders' feet, looking to play it in. Finds Kogan, looks to go around the outside, cuts on the inside, cuts back on the inside
nice
to his
move.
left foot. Passes it over for the shot, blocked by the defense at the top of the box. And Faribault looks to dribble it out here with the feet of number 13, Alex Sullivan. And he's on the far sideline, looks to play a searching ball up front, only to find the center back of Northfield, who passes it up to the center stripe. Picked off by the Falcons now, looking to move forward. Number 23, Christian Escobar, trying to go up to the front, stymied by the Northfield defense, and Northfield resets, moving the ball across their back line. Comes to the center back, looks to play a high searching ball once again for Kogan. Off his knee, over to the sideline. And the ball gets crossed into the middle and boomed out by the Falcons defender, number 14, Isaac Karen. Northfield have a throw on the offensive third.
Well, the Raiders have really good spacing on the field here. Oh, they pitch, I'm sorry.
Most definitely. They've been really good job of just moving the ball out, not having to do a lot of running. Ball comes into Kogan at the top of the box, passes it back to number 7. That's
nice pass.
Griffin. Comes in, and it's going to be tapped in. I think that...
Yes, it was.
Looks to be...
You got my pad out here.
There we go. Looks to be, there's your man, number 10, Grant Roney. And the left-handed volley into the side of the net.
And he got a great assist from number 7.
Yeah, fantastic assist. Ball came across. Roney was all in the zone, and he just kind of guided it in with his left foot into the side of the net. Northfield leads 1-0.
You get assists like that, Brian, I could score.
Most definitely. Most definitely. You kind of just got to stand there and hope you don't do the wrong thing. And Northfield passes the ball, but Faribault intercepts, moves in the near field, and playing a searching ball forward. Finds the feet of number 22. That's Ariaza. Looks for his pass up to the front, but intercepted by the Raiders. Falcons trying to press him in the corner. Ball is just kind of sitting on the line, still sitting on the line, and gets tapped out. And it's going to be Northfield throwing with a quick throw. Almost intercepted by the Falcons, but the ball gets tapped into the box, only to be scrambled up by the Northfield goalkeeper. Takes a moment, surveys the field, looks around. Northfield players jog up the field. One bounce, and the booming kick comes just over center field. Looking for Roney. Not for Roney. Looking for Kogan. And the Falcons defense picks it up. And the ball gets, we're going to have a foul by the Northfield player. And it's going to be a free kick for Falcon. Kogan went in a little bit rough there. And referee thinks the Faribault they took a throw in. It should have been a free kick, so he has them reset.
Raiders look very disciplined here, don't they, Brian?
Yeah.
They stay, they keep their spacing.
Yeah, right now they look very structured. It looks like it's going to be a very hard team to do anything against tonight. They're passing the ball well, very disciplined, kind of holding all their positions and really communicating well. And we're going to have a Northfield throw on the long ball up, gets knocked out. Just before the midfield stripe, looks like number 2. It's going to be Will Knutson on the throw, throws it into the middle, finds Roney. Roney takes a tap to his left, still strong on the ball, going towards the logo. Ball gets passed up into the left-hand side, stops the ball, plays it searching across the field, looking for Kogan. Gets a tap, looking for number 2, finds feet of Kogan.
Right in front of the goal.
And he just sits right in front of the goal, and he taps in the second goal of tonight. Nice individual work by Kogan, his partner on the right-hand side. Ball came up to Kogan's feet. He passed it out the outside, got around the goalkeeper. He was kind of left on an island. The winger passed it into the middle. Kogan took it at his feet and took a nice little one-touch and tucked it into the goal for the second goal for the Northfield Raiders in under 5 minutes. Northfield has really come to play hard tonight. Faribault with the kick. Ball comes back to the midfield. Gets passed out wide left and chipped up to the front. Not really finding its intended target. The Northfield defender lets it roll out of bounds for the throw-in. Number to Knutson on the throw. That's a nice little soft toss in. It gets hammered up. Sullivan gets it at his feet. Starts to look for something up above, dribbling on the sidelines. Tries to pass it through the feet, but it finds its way there to number 9. That's number 9, Martinez. Tries to dribble through, gets scampered up. Oh, nice little footwork there. Didn't really work out. And ball finds Martinez on the side. Tries to cross it in. Finds the feet.
Ooh,
and
nice.
comes to number 22. And oh, is he going to get a shot? And he just kind of covers it a little bit too much. Smothered it a bit, and it comes out to midfield. Falcons boom it high and back in. Searching for a recipient, and the Northfield Central defense cleans it out. Roney picks it up, takes one turn, goes to the outside, finds number 7. That's Griffin Renier. Plays the ball up towards the middle, finds Kogan. Towards the center, surveys the field, not under much pressure right now. Does a nice little touch pass into the box, looking for his offensive player. Comes out on the side, does a nice little looping cross, but a little bit too high and wide, and goes over the end line. Faribault will have a goal kick.
And he had a teammate on the opposite side wide open.
Yeah, that was definitely dangerous. Had the pass been there, I think we would have been looking at 3-0 here early on.
But maybe you're more apt to try the shot when you're up 2-0.
Yeah, you might as well. You know, can't hurt. You know, right now, Northfield is definitely asserting the game right now. They're taking the game to Faribault. Faribault's going to have to kind of at least be able to control the ball here a little bit so they're not playing defense the whole game and running themselves ragged.
And so far, that's been the case.
It has been. Right now, you know, Northfield has been definitely stronger on the ball, been holding and maintaining possession, connecting the passes. Faribault's just kind of looking to build something together. And as we say that, Faribault turns it over. Picked up by, almost by Sullivan, but gathered up by the Northfield midfielder, number 14. That's Mason Fisher. And comes back outside to the left foot. I don't quite have a number on that one, but he takes a shot and it goes off the foot of the Falcon defender on the near side. And it's going to be a corner kick for the Northfield Raiders. Yep, that was Charles Pratt on the shot.
Yeah, but I don't understand why they don't do the rosters by numerals.
It would be nice if it was in numerical order.
Well, it's easier to look at when you're looking at a roster trying to call a game.
Yeah, corner comes in, it's driven low, but knocked back out, and it comes in high. Trujillo gets his hand on it and punches it out. Falcons trying to get out of their own end here. Oh, nice little move there. Comes up and finds the feet of number 22, Ariaza, but stopped by the Raiders, and they come across the field, coming back to the midfield center stripe. Knudsen looks to pay back to his center defense. Northfield just kind of moving the ball around at a nice, smooth pace. Feeling very comfortable on the ball right now.
Man, oh man, are they impressive.
Yep. And ball comes up, searching for number 7. That would be Griffin Renier, but Trujillo picks it up and tries to play it out quick to his defender. Comes up the sidelines, looking to play up the line. Just too much heat on the ball and goes over out of bounds. Idea was there, execution just wasn't. Just a little bit too much heat on that pass. Raiders defense doing a nice job moving the ball up and through the midfield, finding their players within space. Northfield making good runs. Just like that, good ball gets played out to number 8, Charles Pratt. Sitting on the outside of the penalty area on the far side, plays it in. Kogan turns in, fires a right-footed shot high and over the net.
By about 8 miles.
Yeah, he had a lot of space, but he definitely put it into a lot of space and was never threatening the net on that one. Trujillo plays it quick out to his near side. Ball gets moved up the line. That's number 9, Martinez, and once again dispossessed by Roney. Passes it up to number 7, Griffin. That's Griffin Renier. Cuts into the middle. Looking for Kogan, stopped by the Falcon defense, and Alex Sullivan taps it out. Passes it up the field. Coming up the sideline now is, looks like number 6, Salguero. But the ball gets dispossessed there and finds the feet of Roney again. Surveys the field, plays the ball through the defense. Comes out, Trujillo comes out to get the ball, bounces off. Good job there by Alex.
Yeah, that was really nice.
And the ball gets come over to the near side, Faribault in possession. Passed up, but to no Falcon feet. Finds only the feet of the Northfield Raiders defense, and they play it back casually to the center. Ball gets sprayed over to the far side. Finds Renier again. Plays a little bit of support pass, and the ball comes back towards the logo on the field, and played outside by Roney again. Northfield at this time just being very patient on the ball.
Looking for an opening here.
Not really needing to rush anything. They're doing a good job of dominating position. Roney on the ball in the middle. And looks it up. Finds number 7, Griffin Renier. Ball comes up and in. And finds number 8, Charles Pratt. And Pratt plays a left-footed shot down there, just off the Falcon feet. I almost had number 4 there, but it goes just wide of the far post there. Nice little slow dribbler. Could have been 3-0.
So why are they getting a penalty kick here?
I think it's going to be a corner. I think they're setting up for a corner. Yep. It looks like it's going to be number 14. Mason Fisher on the corner. Plays it high and in. Ball goes up, finds the Northfield Raider head, and it only heads it over there. Unchallenged on the header, but he put it far over the bar.
Did that go through the goalposts? Football goalpost?
I think it did. So I don't know if maybe we can take 3 off of him. All right, and Faribault's going to make their first substitution in the game. Henry Schoenbaum's going to come in.
Number 7, Eddie Solis coming out.
And he replaces Eddie Solis. Trujillo plays the ball high and wide up. Looking for his teammate on the far side, but it goes just over out of bounds. Northfield goes for the quick throw. Comes to the Falcon defender, but it gets knocked out of bounds. Northfield with the throw about 20 yards from goal on the far side.
Faribault's rarely been on the attack.
Yeah, we've not really had much of a time on the ball, and when we have, we've kind of, for the most part, not been able to connect a few passes just to be able to get some work going. Northfield's definitely pressuring the ball quite well, and showing right there when they dispossess right there on comeback. And it looks like, I don't know if that was a shot or a pass, but it definitely went very far.
And it wasn't toward anybody in a white jersey.
Nope, for a throw on the near side. Falcons with the throw, ball comes in, and gets dribbled up. Looking for a pass. Doesn't have as many options as I think he would like, and I think that's kind of something that Coach Cox is going to want to look at, kind of making some adjustments for halftime. It's just having options for his balls that are coming out back. Kogan dispossesses and steals it front there. Pushes it up to number 7, Griffin Renier. Tries to cross it in, but it goes off the Falcon defender, but Northfield will have a throw. Kogan gets it quick inside the box, tries to play it across, off the legs of the Falcons, and tapped in by Roney, dribbles towards the net, easily picked up by Trujillo. Does a quick little roll out to the far side. And the ball gets played up, looking for number 23, Escobar. Unable to find his target, and it goes out of bounds. Falcons have right ideas of where they're playing the ball, just right now they're not executing their passes.
And Northfield is.
And Northfield is. They are definitely sharp tonight. It probably shows why that they have not given up a goal all season. They've scored 38. Just definitely a very strongly disciplined team that's just kind of looks to be like firing on most cylinders.
Oh, that was a nice little side kick.
Yeah. The ball gets tapped over the top, looking for Kogan. A little bit too much, and Trujillo's going to gobble it up here. Goes top of his box, and he hammers out a punt to the far side. Nice little action number pass forward, but it's gathered up by the Northfield defense. Henry Schoenbaum steps in nicely and gathers it up. Oh, Falcons looking forward there. Ball starts bouncing towards the edge of the Northfield penalty area, and their goalkeeper is able to scoop it up. Rolls the ball out to his defense here on the near side, plays a high searching ball over the midfield stripe. Finds the feet of number 7, Griffin Yanez, is looking for a pass into Kogan, a little bit too much. Faribault gobbles it up, but then once again, they're unable to connect on a pass going forward. Nice ideas, but just the runs are not there right now. Knutson on the throw for Northfield. Looking for a target. Heads it up towards Kogan off the chest. Plays it with his left foot in towards the middle. Nice job coming across by number 14, Isaac Karen, to stop the pass in. Northfield regains the ball. Roney gets it, and it's able to get ping-ponged out to the far side. Northfield in possession. Playing forward to number 14, Mason Fisher, is on the end line, tries to cross it in, off the Falcons defender, and Northfield will have yet another corner.
They're up 2-0 with about 26:50 to go.
Corner will come from the far side of Bruce Smithfield. Ball comes in high and driven. Shot up by the Northfield player, got to his head, but he missed the net on the pole on the near side here. Lucky for the Falcons, he wasn't able to connect there because he definitely had a good look at the ball.
Yeah, he did. It was Mr. Tigan.
Yeah, it's a big, strong central defender thus far coming up, trying to use his height to tower in. Got a good look at it, was just unable to execute.
Tigan off.
And the ball gets passed up. Finds the feet of number 9, Luis Martinez. Northfield regains possession.
You can hold off a player while you're getting a ball, huh?
I mean, if you kind of want to think of it as, if you're posting them up a little bit, if you want to use a basketball analogy, you can't really grab, but you can kind of at least give a little bit of a slight.
Here comes Faribault.
And that is number 9, Luis Martinez on there. Looks to pass it in, and knocked out by the Northfield defense. Roney calmly plays it back to the center of defense. Grant Regan. Tegan Hoff. Sorry, that was Tegan Hoff who played the ball up. Finds the feet of Roney. Starts the dribble on his near side. Plays it up, finds Kogan. Tries to play a long searching ball, looking for the run of number 7, Griffin Renier. He's able to get around the defender. Looks for a cross into the middle, pops it in, over hits it a little bit. And Trujillo goes out and grabs it up under a little bit of pressure there, rolls it out quickly to the feet of Henry Schoenbaum. He's got room to dribble, coming up towards midfield stripe. Plays a nice driven ball on the ground, finds the feet of the, unluckily does not find the feet. Almost there, almost connects on that pass. And that was just a little bit off right there.
So unlike hockey, you can be right in front of the goal here in soccer, right?
Yeah, you can as long as you are, onsides. That's once again kind of that onside rule is as long as you can be wherever you are right there, that's not a problem. Northfield maintaining possession, doing a good job of holding on here. Ball gets played back and then forward, looking for Kogan. Does a nice little spin move on the defender there, and it gets cleared out high and wide by number 14, Isaac Karen, covering for his partner. Northfield will have a throw, give or take about 15 yards from the end line there. Ball comes in. And ball came in too fast, evidently. Oh, sorry, 2 balls on the field. So
yeah, somebody kicked it from out of the fencing. They should
suit him up.
Get that person on the field.
Yeah. Northfield with the ball, finds Roney towards the top of the box, unable to maintain possession. Falcons try to pass it up, but once again, the run was not there. The nice idea on the pass, it just was not able to be executed there. Northfield moving up and forward. Looks like that's number 4. Isaiah Duque does a nice little try attempt at a curler with his left foot, and just a little bit too much heat and goes over the top bar.
Yeah, might have gone over the goalpost again.
Yeah. Northfield doing definitely a good job of keeping Faribault penned in and dispossessing as soon as Faribault gets the ball. Nice work by the Raiders at this moment.
So if you're a Faribault, how do you adjust to this?
It's going to be a tough road right there. Faribault's just going to have to really start working on connecting passes. Whether
got a penalty here, don't we?
Looks like we're going to have a little bit of a handball on Faribault. Looks like the ball bounced up is there. They're just going to need to start working on the small things. Connecting the passes, connecting the runs, not trying to do too much. Sometimes you can really effort it, but that effort sometimes is all for naught if you're just trying too hard. And so at this point, they just need to start really, making the small passes, making the smart runs, communicating on the field, and and just keeping a good mind on the defense. Northfield with the ball on the far side, try and go to the end line there. That is number 8, Charles Pratt, and gets played off the legs of the Falcon defender. Northfield with the throw in the attacking third. And Pratt plays it back to Kogan, looks to spin it into the middle, comes from the top of the box, looking for a shot, cuts back to his left, tries to play the ball through the middle, finds the feet of the Falcon defenders, and it gets cleared out to the near side. Pratt on the throw again. Goes for the longer throw this time, searching for the middle. Ball gets tapped out by the Falcon defender and goes over the sideline. And Northfield with the throw again, and Pratt with the throw again. Instead, this time he decides to play a throw back to his defense, and looks like Northfield's going to resettle in a little bit. Plays it over the far side here. Number 2, Knutson. Finds Roney. Roney taps it forward, looking to try and go on the outside. Unable to do so. Picked up by the defender, but then he regains possession. Knutson on the ball on the near side. Tries to find Roney. Falcons doing a good job of dispossession. Now he's got to maintain possession. Sullivan comes in the near side. Plays it up with his right foot. Luis Martinez drives in. Oh, does a nice little cutback on the right. And finds Sullivan again, gets tapped out by the red fence. That's a nice little good ball work by the Falcons there. They're able to complete a series of passes there. That kind of the work at least will start building a little bit of confidence there that you can move the ball up the field and that you're not always going to be defending. Number 7, Solis on the throw on the near side here for Faribault. Just about 20 yards out from the end line. Ball comes in, finds Schoenbaum. Schoenbaum looks to make a nice little turn, come towards the middle. Does so, ball bounces a little bit away from him, but he gathers it up, plays it back to his defense. And he clears it to the near side, and looking for the run there. Good job shielding off the player by the Falcon offensive player. Able to get the throw for Faribault. That was number 9, Luis Martinez.
Who says he was getting an elbow.
And ball comes in and bounces off the Falcon feet, gathered up by Roney. Northfield quickly plays it out, going to the far side. Slows it down and plays it back to their defense. Chips it over the top there, gathered up by Schoenbaum. Plays a high searching ball in, no real Falcon runner on there, so it goes right to the hands of the Northfield goalkeeper. Both teams jog back and set their position. Ball comes out from the top of the box. A high searching ball just over the midfield stripe. Finds Kogan. And Falcons headed out, but Roney steps on it and grabs it. Comes across, starts heading towards the left-hand side of the field, going sideways. Passes the ball up the field towards the edge of the box. Ball comes in. And the shot comes in from the Northfield Raiders, and it goes high and wide over the net from about 25 yards out.
Approaching 20 minutes to go. It's a 2-0 Northfield Raider lead. All things considered, that's not bad.
All things considered, that is not bad. You know, and as of, I would say, the last 5 minutes, Faribault's done a decent job of really starting to, you know, at least get a good solid line in the back and be able to work a few more passes going up front. Let's see if they can build off that and do a good job of staying disciplined and maintaining the control in the back. And Roney moves up, comes to the edge of the box. Oh, gets a little bit of room there. Ball gets tapped out. Falcons set the line at the 18 and are able to possibly, but Roney pokes it back. Finds the feet of number 14. That's Mason Fisher. Comes in, finds Kogan, plays a left-footed shot, goes off the legs of the Falcon. And it looks like, oh no, did not go off the legs of the Falcon. And we will have a goal kick for Faribault. Northfield definitely on the front foot, but Faribault doing a good job here in the last 5-10 minutes of kind of asserting a good defensive line in the last 20 or so yards, not really being broken down and giving Northfield some shots, but they're mostly from distance.
Yep, they're getting some guys hanging back a bit.
Oh, and with that, number 8, Charles Pratt comes in, plays it back. Roney finds it in the middle of the field, juggles it a little bit, does a nice little spin move, keeps the ball at his feet, plays it calmly back to Knutson on the defense, sends the ball searching forward, trying to find the Raiders forward, and it goes high and in the air, and Trujillo's able to grab it up, does a nice little roll out to his side defender. Looking to try and find some room, kind of gets penned into a box there, it gets tapped up, and Northfield plays the support ball back to Knutson, who plays it all the way back to the central defense, and Northfield will regroup. Comes across the field. Falcons put a little pressure on here up front. See if they can create the turnover. Ball comes up, finds Kogan in the middle. Kogan does a nice little move through the middle. Strong player, Kogan up front.
Oh my.
Nice little tumble there between Kogan and number 14, Isaac Karen. Ball comes in, comes across, and it gets tapped out by the defense. And we will have a throw for the Northfield Raiders near the corner flag. Knutson tosses it in, looking for Kogan, tapped out by the Falcon defense. Faribault regains possession in their end, trying to do a nice little breakout here,
nice
coming out with
pass.
some pace. See if they can keep the ball in, keep going. There we go. Luis Martinez with the ball on the sideline here. Turns to his right, turns to his left, comes back in, tries to play in the ball in the middle and just not able to connect. But the ball gets knocked out by the Northfield Raiders. Falcons have the ball with number 12. Let's see, we don't have number 12.
Number 13.
Yeah, and he wanted to pass it in right away, and they made a substitution.
And we have a substitution here. And number 7, Eddie Solis will be on the throw now.
My guess is it's a JV guy.
Yeah. Ball comes in, gets tapped out by Northfield. Falcons able to move up about 15 yards on the sideline. Throw comes in with Solis. Tosses it in to number 6, Salguero. Looking for Solis on the back pass. And gets banged around a little bit and then gathered up by Roney. Passes it quickly up to number 15. I think, is it 15 or 16? 16 possibly?
Roney.
And number 2, Northfield moving the ball up here. And the throw right in front of the bench. Place back. And it gets
nice steal.
Turned over by Faribault. Going with pace on the far side there. Can't see quite the number, but Faribault moving in towards the box. Still going. Does a little pause, moves it in, comes across. And gathered up on the near side here. Comes across the front. Looks like Luis Martinez keeps it back in. Unluckily does not keep it back in. Ball just went over the sideline. Nice work by Faribault there on the far side. I'm not quite sure the number, but he was able to maintain possession, dribble up, get all the way in the box, get across in there, unable to find his target. But Faribault's starting to do a little bit on the offense spin. Ball comes in, finds the feet of Sullivan.
Faribault's got to get numbers on the front of their jerseys.
And ball comes across and gets close to Faribault gathering up there. Northfield goalkeeper had a slide on the save there.
Northfield has them on the front of the back.
Yeah. Gathered up in the midfield here. Roney on his side of the midfield stripe, passes up to Knutson. Shields the player off, looks to play it up to the front. Finds 14, Mason Fisher. And the ball gets played over to the far side for the Northfield offense. Tapped out by Falcons, but gathered up by Northfield, but then once again recovered by Faribault. Looks like that's Christian Escobar on the far side, number 23. Or is that 17? 23.
Yep, it is.
And coming in from Kogan. Ball comes across to the near side, just top of the box, get passed out to Roney. Tries to dance a little bit. Strong with the ball in his feet, but dispossessed by Alex Sullivan.
Oh, my.
And Roney looked like he might have clipped him a little bit there, getting the ball. Referee did not make the call.
Oh.
Sullivan comes back up, makes a play. Northfield looks for number 8. Charles Pratt, unable to find him, and gathered up by Christian Trujillo.
Approaching 15 minutes to go in the first half. It's a 2-0 Raider lead.
And Christian Trujillo tries to get it up, shielded off nicely by number 23 there, Christian Escobar. But Northfield's able to gather it up. Pratt's looking for Mason Fisher. Christian Trujillo comes out, plays it off his chest. And
Offside.
Looks like we're going to have an offside for Northfield there. Good play by the goalkeeper nonetheless on that, keeping it out, but Northfield deemed to be offsides on that play.
We have another substitution.
And a substitution coming in for the
Injured player.
Falcons. Looks like Alex Sullivan caught a little bit there on that tackle, coming over to get a little treatment from the trainer. Looks to be his hand.
Yeah, might have dislocated a finger or something.
I mean, at least it's not his feet, but I'm sure it stings. And the ball gets played high up, but the Northfield defense is able to deflect it away. Falcons do a good job of getting to the first ball, but an unlucky touch there. Ball finds the feet of Mason Fisher, tapped back to the Falcons defense. Oh, Fisher on an aggressive move is able to get it, but it's going to be a Falcon throw on the near side here. Going to have a substitution for Faribault. At least on the program, that would be number 15, Alex Tercius. Pimentel on the throw. Comes in, gets cleared up the line, but no players are really making the run on the ball, and so Northfield gets it. Tries to play it towards the middle. Falcons do a nice job of trying to regain attempt here. Roney on the ball, doing a good job of kind of being a little bit of a field general here in the middle of the field. Ball gets played up to the far side for the Northfield Raiders, looking to play it down into the corner. Northfield grabs it, dancing a little bit in the corner, tries to cut in, but gets deflected. Faribault gets it. Looks to play it out to the side, but it goes a little bit too far over the end line. Northfield with the throw in a dangerous area here.
Yeah, but the Falcons aren't contesting more of those balls, aren't they?
Yes, they are. Yes, they are. They're doing a lot better job here. Roney gets in, turns the ball, comes towards it. Faribault doing a good job of being a good, not bending but not breaking at this moment. And the ball gets pushed out on the far side. I think that's number 2, Ariasa, trying to move the ball up the field. Goes out, but the referee deems it to have gone off him. And so Northfield with the throw right in front of their bench on the far side. Throw comes in.
The Raider goalkeeper's well out of his goal.
Yeah, just kind of hanging out right now.
Roasting marshmallows.
And the ball gets played out to number 16. That's Anders Ripley. Plays it up to the line for Mason Fisher. Fisher looks in, crosses it on the ground, finds the feet, and a whiff by Mr. Roney as top of the 18 box, but Northfield gains possession, passes it back out to the top of the 18. Ball comes in, looks to get played. A nice diving header by the Falcon defender to move it out, but it only finds the feet of Roney. Steps in, fires the right-hand shot.
Nice block.
Faribault. But Roney regains the ball again up in top, passes it back. Ball gets played out to the far side at the edge of the box. Comes over to the sideline, and it's going to be, looks to be tapped out by the Faribault player. Northfield with the throw in the attacking third. Ball comes in. Looks to be number 17, Tegan Hoff. Ball goes up, Northfield on the throw again. Quick throw comes in, trying to get him down to the corner.
And it goes out again.
Boom, down by the Falcon defender over the fence on the far side. Referee's saying, hey, maybe move the ball a little bit further up there for the throw in. Didn't like where he was standing.
Thought maybe he was going to ace to get some more balls.
And the ball gets knocked over, looks to be the end line, and Northfield will have yet another corner.
11 and a half minutes to go.
And it looks like the big defender, number 17, Tegan Hoff, is jogging up again for this corner. Northfield definitely has a size advantage off of corners. Some good height there on their front line right now.
Yeah, those are some athletes.
Yeah, Faribault right now is putting 10 men back. Northfield's coming up, going high, and goes off. his head, but it goes a little bit too far. He got just a bit under it, and it went over the end line. We're going to have a goal kick for the Faribault Falcons. Trujillo steps back, surveys the field, plays one to the near side, and the ball skips past the defender and goes out. Northfield on the throw. Number 16, Anders Ripley with the throw down. Mason Fisher on the end line, cuts in, is able to get there, tries to find a pass to the middle, but stopped. Fisher gains the ball right on the end line, trying to do a little bit of dancing. Knocks it off the Falcon defender. We're going to have a corner on the near side here for the Northfield Raiders.
Well, he's not John Travolta, but he dances with the ball pretty well.
Yeah, he definitely held his feet there, a little toe tapping. And right now, Faribault is bringing back everybody here to kind of defend the corner.
Maybe I should have said Fred Astaire.
The ball comes up and in, headed down to the ground, gathered up by Trujillo.
Gene Kelly.
There you go. Ball comes in, Mason Fisher about 25 yards to goal, heads it up towards the center of the field. Has a little bit of a little miscommunication with Roney. Both players are kind of not quite on the same page there.
Oh my.
Roney's able to gather it up, plays it here to the near side for number 16, Anders Ripley. Tries to go around the defender, but does not find it. Falcons get the ball, pass it up the field. Nice job of shielding there, and it's going to go off. It looks like, oh no, goes off the Faribault team. And Anders Ripley's going to have to throw right at the midfield stripe for the Northfield Raiders. Tosses it all the way back to Tegan Hoff. And he squares it across the field. Northfield moving laterally as we speak. And then they play it back and move it back across from whence it came.
And Faribault's improved their spacing.
Yep, and Faribault's doing a nice job of not really getting taking or biting on those passes there and maintaining a little bit of defensive shell. Nice job there, and intercepted by number 3, Christian Escobar. Ball tries to get played up, but bounces into the back of the Northfield player, Roney, who then plays it up front.
They do have good passing, don't they?
They do. They are connecting really well tonight. You know, you can definitely see that their skill has been definitely worked on. Connecting quite well tonight. Good, quick one-touch, two-touch passes, and they're really connecting them. Gathered up by Christian Escobar and dispossessed by the Northfield Raiders. Northfield on the far side, right in front of the bench right now. Ball goes over to the sideline. Northfield will have a throw. Comes in. Plays number 13, Jaden Webb. Faribault picks it off, and it comes out to number 22, Jesus Ariaza. Comes across the field here towards the near side. Tries to play it square for number 7, Solis. Ball gets played up and forward, but it does not find its recipient. Northfield regains it. Roney on the ball plays a big square ball to the side, and number 16, Anders Ripley tries to play
why
it
did
forward.
he do that?
And the Falcon defender just cleared it out of bounds. He had a little bit of time, probably just rushed, thought he had a little bit more pressure than he did.
Well, now they get the ball on the end of the field, right?
Yeah, Anders Ripley's going to have it right there with a nice big toss into the box. And it bounces in. Trujillo looks to go and gather, but his defender clears it out, but not totally out. It's like number 50, Tercios on the ball, trying to shield it. And looked to be fouled by Mason Fisher. Referee deemed it not so. Fisher's definitely a little bulldog on the ball right now.
Yeah.
Strong and really attacking it.
They're letting them play, as they say.
So the referee is definitely, he's thus far not really, used the whistle overly too much. Northfield regains possession.
It's not going to benefit Faribault because Northfield's bigger. Those guys are bigger than Faribault guys.
Yep, most definitely. And the ball comes out. Northfield on possession in front of the box, trying to play it in. Gets boomed out by the Falcon defender towards the center of the stripe. Picked by the Northfield defender, but Faribault intercepts. Number 15, Tercios. Ball gets played high up and wide, but it's driven right to the chest of the Northfield defender. Finds Roney in the middle, does a nice little move to the left. Nice little tackle there by looks to be number 6, Salguero. 23 on the side over there. Escobar trying to move it up the field, just a little bit too much. Northfield on the ball again, right towards the logo. And number 8, Charles Pratt, trying to go around the outside here near the end line. Falcons dispossessed, start to move it up. A little bit of a too much of a tap there on the dribble. Northfield's able to regain possession. Number 4 is, I think it's Isaiah Duque on the ball. And Northfield's defense with the ball again. Played high and in by Tegan Hoff. Looking to move it forward. Finds the head of number 8, Charles Pratt, moving it up. But the Falcons get it. And on the near side here, Eddie Solis dribbling up the field, coming towards the midfield stripe. Cut through a couple defenders, going across to the far side, going sideways now. Trying to find a target and getting close. But Northfield's able to step in and dispossess.
That's a good sequence, though.
That was a very good sequence. Just a little bit off on that pass. A yard here or there on one side of that, and Faribault still is in possession of the ball. Nice job. Faribault regains possession here. Looking the ball to move up. A little light, too much on the pass there. Faribault might find themselves in trouble here, but nope, it's boomed out of the defense, only to find the Raider offense. Ball coming back in. Looks to number 14. That's Mason Fisher. Does a nice little turn, looking for a target. Plays a square ball wide to the far side, about midfield. Ball comes in to the top of the box. Banged out by the Falcons defense to the midfield stripe. Northfield resets. Trying to make a pass across. And it gets played all the way back to the central defender. Number 17, Tegan Hoff, will play it all the way back to his goalkeeper. Passes it back to Hoff.
They keep it on the move, don't they?
Yep, Northfield's rebuilding. Yeah, they do a good job of just moving side to side. Oh, Falcons dispossessed at the top, about 25 yards off from the box. Looking to play it in. 16 on the ball. Luke Benar tries to come in. Ball gets a little bit too far ahead of him. And it comes to the feet of the Northfield goalkeeper. Right now just kind of standing on the ball, killing a little bit of time. Picks it up, jogs to the edge of his box. Surveys what he has in front of him. And the kick goes up over the midfield stripe, bounces over all of the players. Finds number 16, Luke Benar. Tries to play a ball high and wide outside, goes over the head of his intended target, and comes into the feet of Roney from Northfield. Plays it up, gets the ball played back to number 14, that's Mason Fisher. Stands on the ball a little bit and then plays it to the far side. Dribbling towards the center of the box, Northfield Raiders, stymied by the Falcon defender. Gathered up by Northfield right there, finds the feet of Roney. Touches to the outside, oh,
Great
bangs in his
save.
shot. Great save by Trujillo on the near side. Roney with a good play coming in, and Trujillo does a great job. Oh no, did that go in?
Well, it got in off a rebound,
Oh!
but he made an initial great
I was
save.
very excited about the save. I missed the goal. Great save initially by Trujillo, and then the ball was banged in on the reel.
I didn't catch who made the goal
I
either.
didn't catch it.
I just noticed a good save, and I thought the ball went off the side, but it actually ended up rebounding to somebody, and he shot it to get their third goal.
Looked like it looped up over the net from here, but evidently our perspective was a little bit skewed, and Northfield was able to bang in the goal.
So I missed that one, folks. 4 minutes to go in the half.
Great individual effort there by Roney, though, to come in and cut through a few players, get around the outside. Trujillo with the initial save, stopping the left-footed shot. Unfortunately, was not able to save.
Well, I got a
rebound.
feeling Mr. Roney's going to be playing at the next level.
Mr. Roney looks like he could have someone want to give him a little bit of financial incentive to play soccer for him in the future. And ball comes up, Northfield on the far side, coming towards the end. And goes out over the end line. Northfield with the corner here. Just over 3 minutes left. Unlucky for Faribault. They had a great stretch there where they really had, not been conceding too much on their defensive end, and then they unluckily got a nice play by Mr. Roney, good individual effort, and he was able to create the goal.
Well, the key
Ball comes in high and looping. Oh, great save by Trujillo on the floating header.
on the save by Trujillo, had he been able to catch it,
Yep.
right, there's no rebound.
Yep, nope, most definitely. Ball came looping in, Trujillo with the save there. Northfield on the corner, and it's driven into the near post, cleared out by Faribault. Just not able to get the full clearance, so it gets gathered up by Northfield about 20 yards from goal, played back. Cross comes in, and so does the shot. Gets deflected. Falcons gathered up here on the near side, trying to get it out of their end here, relieve the pressure. Ball gets sent over the sidelines. It will be a Falcon throw.
No, sir. Oh, yeah.
Throw comes in just over the midfield stripe. Northfield regains possession quickly. Ball gets pushed towards the center of the field on the offensive end, but cleared out by the Falcons. Looking to gather it up, trying to start something on the offensive end. And the ball gets passed up by Northfield after the takeaway, but it bounces off the feet of the attacker over the sideline.
So when you played high school, Brian, did you play on a football field or did you have a soccer field?
No, we played on the football field. I played for Hastings High School, so we played on Todd Field, kind of right in the center
you
of the
were
city
a Raider.
I was a Raider. Yep. So it was, it was a great place to play. We loved playing under the lights, in the night game.
Sure.
Right in the center of the city, so, you got a lot of car horns blaring during the middle of games, but it was always fun. And Northfield dispossesses, and it comes out here. Number 7, Griffin Renier in the ball, cuts it back towards the middle. Finds number 4, Isaiah Duque.
All field is very nice, but it's more intimate than this is.
It's just a little bit, yeah. I mean, it's a little bit smaller of a footprint there, not quite as grand, and it does have a little bit of a difference of, on a football field, just for the drainage, you have a little bit of the crowning on towards the sideline, so sometimes the ball can run a little bit over the edge more when it's coming up the field. Falcons looking to try and start something on the offensive end. Schoenbaum almost gathers it and gets the dispossession.
50 seconds.
Last minute of the game here. Faribault looking to hold on and take this game into halftime with the score as is.
Let's get a score.
Ball gets played up a little bit too far, banged in.
The problem is if you gamble too much, you could go the other way, right?
Yeah, that's the part about pressing. You don't want to cause any more damage than you can right now. You just want to kind of maintain things. If you do get that opportunity, you want to take it, but you definitely don't want to throw everything to the kitchen sink. You still have a second half where you can do more. You don't want to dig yourself too big of a hole.
20 seconds.
Ball comes in on the throw. Cross comes in and able to be gathered up by Christian Trujillo.
Boy, I tell you, that Raider was just about set to kick that
It
ball.
was about 1 yard away from looked to be 4-0. Trujillo did a nice job of getting out and gobbling it up. And Northfield bangs it back in.
That's it.
And we will have the halftime whistle. It's a quick 1-2 pass, and the player's there to receive it. And there's not a whole lot of sloppiness going out there. So.
And some of them are blind passes.
Yeah,
little back passes and that sort of thing.
Yeah, and it's fun to watch. I suppose not so much right now if you're a Falcon fan, but it's definitely it's nice to see. I mean it's good soccer. You have to appreciate the good soccer, although it is on the opposition tonight. Hopefully Faribault can at least look at that and say, hey, you know what. We are a little bit more freewheeling, a little bit more fancy-free, but this is a test, and take it as a test and see if you can kind of push yourself to do better.
We had a mulligan on the kickoff. I didn't understand that.
And I think we might have just gone a little bit quicker than the referee would have liked, and then the ball comes in, attempting to go to Kogan, but it's picked up by the Falcons. Gathered up by Solis, goes across the trademark there in the center of the field to the far side of the number 12, and that is...
Well, it was knocked out of bounds.
Knocked out of bounds, and it looks like it's going to be a Northfield throw. Kogan gets it, passes it all the way back. Northfield in possession. Banged off the Falcon defender on the far side. Looks like that was number 9, Luis Martinez. Throw comes in, gathered up by the Falcons. Nice job by Faribault here early on.
Yeah, they're going left to right in your radio dial. Northfield right to left.
Moving the ball in a little bit, but pass goes a little bit behind its target and gathered up by Northfield.
Little chip pass there, and it's kicked ahead.
Yeah. And over the top, and Northfield's going to be on the throw. The ball comes in.
Reason you're hearing a little silence there, Brian is having a heck of a time reading this roster because it's not configured in any way for a broadcaster.
Yeah, most definitely. The numbers are out of order, and we have one that has last name first name last. The other one has first name first, last name last. So it's kind of ball gets played up to Kogan. He starts going forward, slows down his dribble, comes towards center field, looks for a pass, blocked, tries to regain it, charging it back down. Faribault trying to move it out and just touches it a little bit too far. Northfield takes it away at the midfield, but Faribault's trying to get it back. Kogan on the field again, passes it out to his right inside of the box. Looking for a cross, comes across, and banged out by the Falcon defense before it could reach his target.
They kicked it at the goal.
And so Northfield's going to have a corner on the far side of the field.
Well, that's interesting.
Raiders bringing, not all their numbers up, but bringing up other back defenders again.
Oh, they're on the move.
Yeah, ball comes in. And
he headed it in.
And looks like Mr. Roney is able to get his hat trick for the night, kind of uncontested.
He headed it in.
Uncontested on the corner kick coming in. Jumped high and was pretty much left all alone. Was able to bang it into the corner. Not much Trujillo could have done anything on that one.
No, that was a nice pass. To a spot, right?
Yep.
That's a set play, is it not?
That it is. That is a spot, and it's a set there, and he met the ball where it was. Falcons didn't do probably as good of a job as they would like following the runners coming in because he was all alone and able to get a free header on that one. And the ball gets played up and forward. Falcons looking to try and at least start something on the offensive end over in the end zone stripe.
It's 4-0 now.
Gathered up, and Northfield dispossesses, and once again take it away. Doing a great job of passing around, maintaining control and possession. Very calm on the ball right now, the Raiders are. No real pressure, at least right now, for the Falcons. Northfield walking it up the field, coming across the midfield stripe, trying to pass it in. Intercepted by the Falcon defense, but over the sideline. Northfield with the throw in front of their bench. On the far side of the field, tosses it back to his defender, crosses it to the midfield, squares it up.
And they're not afraid to back pass it because there's no pressure.
Nope, there's not, and that's just the calmness on the ball. And that's just the calmness in the communication that they know that their player's going to be there. They know that as of right now, with their spacing being as good as it is, that they're not going to have a lot of pressure on the ball. Northfield the ball now up near the 18-yard line, pass it back to the top. Comes in, shot comes in, blocked by number 6, Salguero, and tried to get cleared up by Faribault. Dribbled out, but only stopped down by the feet of the Northfield defender, but he passes it a little bit too far over the sideline. Falcons have a throw on their defensive end.
And their throws don't come in as quickly.
Nope, and we have a substitution here. Looks like number 18, Tyler Boyd comes into the game. Throw comes in.
Don't you want to throw those in quicker, Brian? Because
you do, sometimes you do. And, unfortunately, that's, the high school game versus the professional game. In most professional matches, you tend to only get 3 substitutions a game. And so the flow just keeps going very good. With high school, you get to substitute whenever it is your throw in. So the coaches have to look for opportunities. And sometimes you just get unlucky that you're really on the move, you really have the momentum, then all of a sudden the ball gets knocked out to defense and you really want to go quick, but since the player was at the flag, they stop it. And Kogan there on the ball for Northfield, passes it off. A little bit too much for his defender, but is able to gather it up. That's number 8. Oh, number 8 unleashes a left-footed shot, Charles Pratt, but Trujillo does a nice one-handed save and palms it over the top of the net. Nice move by Northfield there to create the opportunity, but Trujillo with an excellent save with the right hand. Northfield with the corner on the near side. Stacking players high up on top. Comes in and goes just off the top. It bounces right to the feet of the Northfield attacker. That was number 8, Charles Pratt again, but he kind of scoops it up and gets a little bit too much under the ball, and it goes over the goal. And Trujillo plays it quickly out to the far side of the field. Falcons trying to walk up the sideline, but dispossessed once again by Northfield. Northfield right on the attack again. Ball comes in, looking to try and find Roney, and gets it. Plays it out here to number 11, Pablo Gallardo. Faribault does a good job of taking it away. Dribbling up the field, looking to try and get a pass. Pass just missed its mark and is taken away. And it looks like we're going to have a foul on the field. Northfield Raiders will have a kick in front of the Falcon bench.
Okay, and there was no foul on the other side in the first half.
Tegenhoff is going to come and take it. Big defender's looking for his target. Northfield sets up players on the far side of the field, plays looping ball in, but Trujillo pretty much plays center field and catches the ball.
Was he actually trying to score that from out of bounds?
My guess is he was trying to loop it to the far post, but he got a little bit too much pace and bend on it and just went right into the breadbasket of Trujillo. Falcons doing a good job of moving it up, but gets it just a little bit away from the feet of them, and Northfield once again regains possession.
And when they get possession, they don't give it up easy.
Nope, when they get possession, they're able to kind of sit on it and control the ball, which once again makes Faribault work a little bit harder during the game, playing a lot of defense, doing a lot of chasing the ball, wears down on those legs, wears down on the patience a little bit where, you just might be trying too hard to get the ball back. You might overplay on defense, and then that's just going to set a good team off, and they can just kind of work their way up the field. And Hoff plays a high looping ball over the sidelines on the far area. Falcon defender number 15, is it 14, 15? Looks like Vinar is able to clear it off to the side.
It's senior night tonight.
Yeah, it's kind of one of those nights that the seniors, I'm sure, look forward to every year. That this is going to be their night to be celebrated. And it's a game that you definitely, you kind of look forward to. You've played a lot of soccer throughout your years, and you get a chance to be celebrated in front of your home fans. Ideally, we would like to have, a non-COVID year where we could have a lot more fans and a lot more people here. But they did definitely a good job of honoring the players tonight.
We've got a good crowd here.
I would say, yeah. Even looking across on the far side in here.
Betting we're 250's the max. I'm betting we're right there.
Yeah, we're probably pushing towards that, which is a nice thing to see. It's nice that people are able to come out in the sports. I mean, we know football's at least not playing right now.
It's Friday Night Lights.
And Falcons are able to have a good crowd tonight. It's nice to see that people will come out and support the team.
Northfield brought a lot of people too.
Yeah.
Got a state-ranked team, of course.
And Falcons with the ball now on the far end, just on the far outside of the box, and goes over the sideline off the foot of, look to be number 8.
Can you see better if I shut the light off?
Yeah.
Brian? Now you won't be able to see the roster.
That's all right. Sometimes it doesn't matter.
Maybe we should use my flashlight on the phone. Always thinking, How's that?
Ah, beautiful.
When you need to look, just pick it up.
And the ball gets moved up. And who's that? Kogan? Kogan with the left-footed shot as it's coming towards the net, pushes it off to the far side.
Looking for his flashlight. Look at that. It's like a miner's hat.
Hey. And Northfield with the ball now. Kogan gets it, squares it outside, but it comes right back in with number 8. All right, and that's Charles Pratt looking towards forward, looking towards the end line, trying to get the pass, but it just goes over a little bit too far over the end line. Falcons will have a goal kick on their end. Coming up on the 9-minute mark here of the second half. Trujillo plays a high looping ball, searching for his target. Gets a little bit too far. Northfield gathers it up, and number 7, Solis, gets it. Looking to try and build it up the field.
Raiders quick inbound again.
Falcons gather it up. That's number 4, Faustino Pimentel. Booms it up the field. Only's got one player on a target, and that's kind of tough. As of right now, Faribault's kind of only got one guy up top, and if he's not able to get a good touch on the ball, settle it down and bring it down, or at least pass it off, the opposition has a chance to really move forward again. And once again, you try to get possession, but you give it up right away, as in case right there where Northfield is able to come back in, bring up the center of the field, and get a nice attempt on goal. Blocked away, but they will have a corner kick on the far side here.
Now you can pass it to your goalkeeper, right?
Absolutely. Depending on the rules there, you can pass to them with your feet, but if you pass it to them with your feet, they cannot pick it up. They can kick it and things like that. You will on occasion see if there are some high looping balls in and things like that. If the defender's skilled enough, if he can pass it with his chest or his head, the goalkeeper would actually grab it with their hands. But as long as it's with your feet, they can play it with feet. Now this is a little bit different. Years ago when I was playing in high school and things like that, you could actually just pass it to the goalkeeper and they could pick it up with their hands. But they decided that was a little bit too much ease for the goalkeeper, because you kind of saw, defenders and goalkeepers would just tap it back and forth, pick it up, throw it away, pick it up, throw it away. And so they at least tried to increase the level of difficulty there. Definitely a good rule change going forward. All right, Falcons with a throw just over the midfield stripe. And unlucky call there. I think he was trying to make a throw, and the ball slipped out of hands, and the referee deemed it a foul throw instead of giving him a second chance. Northfield with the ball up front, passing it up in the middle, finds Peter Kogan on the far side, passes it off to number 7. Griffin crosses it in, and the ball gets cleared out by Faribault.
That's a nice bicycle kick.
Oh, yeah. And Faribault dribbles it up the field, looking to try and find a good pass. Searching right here, finds number 23, Escobar. Tries to play a support pass back, unable to find its target, and Northfield gathers it up. But the ball gets moved and taken away by Faribault, coming up on the sidelines. Trying to move it quickly, a little bit too much on the dribble there, and it goes out of bounds, and Northfield's going to regain possession on the near side of the field.
The Falcons are wearing gloves here tonight.
That might be a little bit chilly out there. It is a beautiful night for soccer, though. I used to really appreciate the cool nights. When you're out there working hard, it's always nice to have a little bit of a cool weather just to keep you at a nice little rate. And the ball gets played high and wide quickly into number 7. And another save by Trujillo.
Wow.
Number 7, Griffin Yanyer got the ball on a wide cross, played one bounce and ripped a volley in towards Trujillo, and he parried it away. Excellent save by the Falcon goalkeeper.
I tell you, Troy Temple FCTV is going to have a highlight reel of Trujillo saves.
And Northfield with a corner on the far side.
He just might be our Malacca's auto body defensive player.
Right now, I'd say he's definitely our leading candidate. Trujillo gets it, and the ball bounces in, knocked back in, and then knocked back over the top. 3 points there for the Northfield player.
Yeah, right between the goalposts.
Trujillo sets the ball down, looks to play it out quickly. Plays a high looping ball, searching for Escobar. Gets a little bit past him, gathered up by the Northfield Raiders. Does a nice little step turn there.
Oh, nice little back
Nice
pass.
little movement there by the Raiders. A little back and forth, a little deep sea duel, but it goes a little bit too far over the side. Definitely a skill play.
Number 20.
And the Falcons make the substitution.
He did a behind the back kick
Yeah, nice little,
while it was
nice little flick there.
in the air.
Yeah.
I mean, it was awesome.
Yeah, it's fun to watch. It's definitely fun to watch when you find these skill teams that can, not only attempt the skill plays but make them work. It looks like we're going to have a foul here on the Northfield Raiders. Falcons are going to free kick just about 10 yards on their side of the midfield stripe. Possibly a chance to get a few more players up front.
Yeah, it's too bad we can't get one right by the goal.
And see if they can load up and maybe get a little bit of a good touch here.
4-0. Northfield leads it. We're
Yeah.
approaching 25
Kick
and a
comes
half
in
minutes to go.
high, brought down at the feet, gathered up by the Falcons at the top, looking to try and come across to the front, but dispossessed by Northfield. Roney plays it out wide to his right. Ball gets moved up the field and crossed up, searching for number 8. Pratt, unable to find it, but Northfield gathers up again. Resets their offense, coming forward. Northfield looking up. Right now it's 4-on-3. Falcons trying to get players back and comes into the top. Roney looks to step into one.
Nice
but
pick
dispossessed
off.
and taken away. Falcons looking to move it up the field, trying to find number 23. That's Escobar again. Come over and cleared up by the number 4 defender, Duque of Northfield. So Lease on the throw in. And Northfield takes it in once again. Pratt on the ball. Northfield with numbers coming forward, coming towards the center of the field, looking to find a pass.
Pratt.
Keeps going to the right, tries to bring it in, and
Another great
save by Trujillo, although it was all for great save. Player was offside, but it's a fantastic save again. Once again, Trujillo standing on his head in the goal.
That was awesome.
Ball comes quick out to Solis, settles it down, turns it, moves towards center of the field. Tries to play a ball in, blocked by the Northfield defender. Have a Falcon throw here just over the center stripe.
And he's a freshman. He's grown up since the last time we saw him.
Yeah, I think Coach Koch is going to have definitely a solid player between the pipes here for the next few years. Sullivan with the throw that comes in. It's going to be gathered up by Schoenbaum. Looks to the pass, tries to cut it across. Had a player open on the far side, finds him now. Cuts back in. Faribault moving forward, trying to put some pressure inside the Northfield box.
And they got
Ball
that.
comes back in, and Faribault can try and get a bounce. Unlucky, finds the legs of the defender. Faribault doing a nice job there, trying to get something on the Northfield goal. Sullivan with the ball on the near side, passes it back, but just not enough on it. Northfield's able to move up and around, going up the sidelines. Pratt again, cuts it back.
Oh, he can stop on a dime.
Open for some defenders, tries to play it in between his legs.
He pushed the guy off, didn't he?
He might have done a little bit of extra, as the olds, they will, what did they used to call it when Michael Jordan used to push everybody off?
Yeah, he did.
They didn't
too.
call it a foul, that's for sure. But
he threw a guy away.
yeah.
That legendary shot.
And Falcons doing a nice job of pushing up here, doing some good pressure work on the offensive third.
I
Ball
don't
comes
see any
back up.
Jordans out here, though.
No. And Northfield gathers it up. Ball gets played in to Roney right about the Falcon in the middle of the field. And Raiders are trying to move the ball up just over the midfield stripe. Number 11 tries to go past the Falcon defender, and he's stymied there, but it goes over the end line, the sideline. Northfield with the throw. Throws it over the top to no one there. Falcons are going to be able to gather it up, get a little bit of a look at the field. Kogan presses.
Does Northfield
Steps
even
around.
have any subs?
I'm going to guess they are hiding over in the dark over there in their
Oh, okay. I didn't see any. That's what I was wondering.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to see in the shadows on the far side of the field. Picked up. Sullivan tries to keep it in and gathered up by Pratt again. Holds on the ball. Passes it off to Roney. Goes towards the center of the field. Looking for his teammate. Finds him, and he's trying to go through the defense. Sullivan stops him there, but he's able to regain possession, pass it all the way back and across the field. The Falcon defense, or the Raider defense. And it gets played over the end line a little bit too far for Tegan Hoff. Falcons with the throw right at the center stripe, comes in quick. And gathered up. Falcons looking to make a quick pass. Escobar trying to chase it down before it gets out of bounds. And is unable to do so. It'll be a Northfield throw there. Great effort play, just about a half of a foot too far. Ball comes in, finds Pratt again unmarked. Comes across the field, cuts it in. Searching for Roney, but it only finds the feet of the Falcon defense. Gathered up by Faribault. Try to cut it into the middle, but then dispossessed by Northfield. Northfield with numbers going forward. Pass it off to the far right side of the field. Tries to cut it in, coming in towards the box. Cross comes in. And comes in, to the feet of Pratt.
Well, that was a nice pass.
Got a little bit past the defender, got to Pratt's feet, and he was unable to do anything with it. And the ball went kind of over the end line. Not really challenging Trujillo at all.
You're right, Brian. These guys have played a lot together.
Yeah, I mean, it's, they're connecting on most everything that's doing right now.
22-17 to go. It's a 4-0 Northfield lead.
And Trujillo booms it up, finds Sullivan, plays it down with his chest.
Remember, Faribault lost to Austin 5-0 in their season opener.
Does a nice little turn. It's Faribault looking for Escobar. Escobar's going to chase it towards the Northfield goal. Gathered up by the Northfield goaltender, a couple yards inside of his box.
You've seen them both, Brian. Which team do you think is better?
If I had to go between the two, at least with their discipline and spacing right now, I would say that Northfield's a better team. It would be a good contest to watch just based upon, the good athletes up front for both squads.
Yeah. You got Roney and that Northfield guy. Was it Hatalo or something?
Yeah, the awesome player.
Yeah.
Yeah, his name escapes me, but he was definitely, definitely good teams that would match up good on the front end. It'd probably be a good battle of offenses against defenses there, so you could stop the other team from scoring.
He's kind of in a league of his own.
Yeah, definitely there. And the ball comes in, finds Roney, tries to step to the right.
You ever officiated?
A little bit when I was a kid. Not quite as much as I probably should have.
Another nice save.
It's definitely it's a very important thing, and it's a very thankless position, and I'm very happy when people are willing to do it, because you're never going to be right. I
wouldn't want to be in the middle. Let me put it that way.
No, whatever call you make, you're always going to have one side that thinks the other thing, and every official when they're out there is always trying to do the best of the game, no matter what the spectators see. They're always trying to call what they see, and admittedly so, you never actually see everything all the time, so you might miss one every now and then, but you try and get as many right as you can.
I'd stand on the sideline with a flag, but I wouldn't be in the middle.
And Northfield's going to have a throw down at the far end. Comes in. Kogan tries to flick it through, but it goes off the top of his head and over the end line. Yeah, I very much appreciate people. I would like to see more people go out and try to be officials. It's very easy to yell things from the benches, but, if you know the game, they really much appreciate having people knowledgeable out there, and it helps kids learn.
And, boy, I tell you, he gets his exercise, doesn't he?
Oh, most definitely. I remember back in the day, you still have to pass a fitness test. You still have to be able to do a certain amount of mileage in a certain amount of time. So these guys definitely put their work in.
How many miles do you think he puts in a night?
If you look at on some of the professional games, professional players probably by about towards the end of the game are probably running, and this is running back and forth, somewhere between 5 and 7 miles. It's either at probably a high jog rate or a sprint. It's definitely a different type of running, and it's very aerobic. Trujillo picks the ball up inside of his box. You get the occasional jog, but by and large, mostly you are walking. Your heart rate is up for the most time you're
nice
out
punt.
there. Comes in high. Falcons look to chase it down, trying to add some pressure on the Northfield defense. Nice job by Faribault trying to get it across.
That
Great
Lewis
work by
might want
number
to talk
22.
to that guy, Brian.
Jesus Arias. Yeah, you might as well. He's young. You can mold that gentleman. Most definitely. Christian Escobar up there putting on some pressure. Northfield trying to bring it out. Falcons trying to put the pressure on. Karen steps in, moves it back up front. Sullivan gets a little side foot on it there, pops it back into the area. Schoenbaum challenges it. Sullivan in the middle of the field. Taps it forward, trying to find his teammate, but gathered up by Roney. Faribault doing a good job at least putting on some pressure. Unlucky touch there by the defender. Northfield's able to gather up. Roney plays it high and wide a little bit too far, and Trujillo should be able to gather this one up easily. Look to roll it out, but...
He can't kick it, huh?
Well, he can. He could have. But I think he, maybe trying to play it short really quick, but he ended up rolling it up forward. It seems to be working out a little bit. Falcons moving up the side. Maintaining possession, dribbling it up. Got a lot of numbers in front of him. Kind of dribbling into a solid Northfield white wall there in the back. Looked like the White Cliffs of Dover he was going at. It's nothing but him and a line of defenders just straight on, Oh, nice job by Escobar gathering up that one. Tries to play it up quick. Falcons trying to put a little bit of pressure on. Played back to the Northfield goalkeeper. Waits patiently for the ball to get there. Puts a foot through it. And the Falcon defender reaches his leg up, tries to get it, unable to do so, and Northfield regains possession just over the midfield stripe. Roney sees the run on the far side.
Puts it right on his feet.
Plays it up there, finds Kogan. Plays it back to the outside, cuts into the middle, dribbling across, finds Roney, center of goal. Playing towards the near side. Roney moves in closer, about 25 yards out, cuts to his left, tries to slip it in, and Trujillo does a great job of coming out with the left-footed save. Roney gets the ball at the top end, tries to fire one in, blocked by the Falcon defense. Gathered up by Faribault, but Northfield's able to regain possession again. Northfield, they're doing a good job of every time Faribault just gets a little bit of a break that they're able to break up the play and regain possession and reset.
But I will say they've had to earn their goals for the most part.
Yeah, most definitely they have. You know, and Faribault has, in the second half here, done a lot better job at getting some more dangerous looks at the front. Few and far between, but more dangerous as they're going forward. Northfield's going to have a throw on the far side, just over the midfield stripe. Ball comes in, finds number 13. Jaden Weffel comes in, searching for his player. Gathered up and knocked off the feet of the Falcon defense, and Northfield will have a corner kick on the far side of the field. Once again, Tegan Hoff saunters up to try and put his hat on the end of this corner kick. Raiders are going to line up 3 at the top of the 18, right at the circle. Well, here comes the 4th. Falcons doing a little bit of zonal marking here right now. Ball comes in and gets a flick off the top. Oh, and off the crossbar by number 10, Roney. Almost had his 4th.
He almost had another header.
Almost had his 4th. Nice job there by Trujillo. He probably had it saved if it was on net, but it went off the crossbar from Roney.
Number 18, Tyler Boyd, number 15.
They tried the same play, only from the other side.
Yeah. And they're doing a good job of connecting on it, and definitely a little bit of difficulty on the corners right now for Faribault. Granted, Northfield has a height advantage, but...
You have 15 and a half minutes to get that score.
Ball comes back in. Northfield on the ball. Plays it towards the top of the box. And turns it around. Plays it back to his support defense on the near side. Tapped all the way back to the midfield stripe, who plays it across to the center. It's Tegan Hoff again. Takes a couple dribbles, plays it up to the front. Tries to skip it through and turn and run on it. Doing a great job over there. That looks to be number 8.
Uh-oh, that's not a good tackle.
And we're going to have a tackle on the far side out there. And referee's going to go over there and take a look. And it looks like there's going to be a caution
Yellow
card for the Falcon player. And it looks like we're going to have a free kick just outside the penalty area. Just about a foot outside. About, looks to be about 6 yards off the end line.
Not a great angle.
No, not a great angle. Looks like he's a right-footed player too, so it'll be kind of a an outswinger. Northfield sends its height in again. Faribault sets up its wall.
Can they box him out here?
I can always use a little bit of hip action. Kick
They
comes
just let
in,
him go again,
and
though.
it's driven. And Northfield tries to put a foot on it, unable to do so. And it goes over the end line past the far post. It'll be a Falcon goal kick coming out.
Look, they were trying to get Conan up.
Yeah, it looks like they were trying to do a nice little far post run there and get a tap in. Just a little bit too far on the touch. Falcon's moving the ball up now. Coming up on the far side. Trying to pressure a little bit, gets paid back to the central defense. Pressure coming now from the Faribault forwards. Northfield doing a good job of passing it out, but goes a little bit too far. Faribault gets the turnover and creates it. Throw's trying to go quick, Solis passes it in.
2 guys on him.
And Northfield's able to dispossess right away. Coming back the other way, dribbling down. Roney's looking for Kogan. A little bit too far for him. Gets banged out. Off the shoulder, Northfield defender coming back. Northfield regains possession in the Faribault half. Moving forward. Roney gets it right at the corner of the box. Slows it down, cuts into the middle. Moving towards the middle. Does a little bit of what I
In basketball, they call it a flop.
I think they call it a flop in soccer as well. It got a little bit of a hip, but I think the judges are going to score that one with about a 9-5.
Maybe get him an Oscar on that one.
And a little bit, it looked a little bit excessive from here. Referee probably had a better look at us, and it looks like we will have a penalty kick, and Mr. Roney's going to take it, searching for number 4 tonight.
That little guy couldn't have knocked him down that hard.
I mean, it's unfortunate. I think it was a good play going from the side, and he buries it into the right side of the goalkeeper. Trujillo had gone to his right, and Roney went the opposite way, getting his 4th goal of the night. It's just an unlucky play, It seems the defender kind of tried to step in a little bit, got a little bit moving there, and then Roney definitely.
Well, they've got 5 goals and 4 of them by Roney, so if Roney wasn't on the team, it would be 1-0.
Yeah. And so he got the penalty, and he finished it.
He's a good player, no question.
Most definitely. At least from up here, looked a little bit excessive, but, the referee deemed it was a penalty, and his is the only voice that matters, so we go ahead at 5-0. Faribault had done a good job of pushing right there and still moving forward, so.
And they've only scored 2 this half, 13 minutes approaching to go.
Done a good job. Good job. Looking to go the other way. See if the Falcons can make something happen here in the last 15. Oh, the ball comes up, searching for number 22, Ariaza. Gets down the corner. Northfield sends 2 over. Ariaza still on the ball, but they lose possession. Comes up to Kogan. Touches it and goes to the outside. Doing a nice job there by Karen, trying to slow him down. Kogan muscles the ball away from him. And we're going to have a foul, evidently on Karen. And be a Northfield kick on their side of the half line.
Yeah, Conan's got a wide body.
He is. He definitely is he seems to be a very solid forward, kind of a player that they use as kind of looks to be kind of the point of their attack. They
looks like he'd make a good fullback.
Yeah, most definitely. The ball gets brought up and in. He definitely goes with a lot of pace and a lot of fervor. Northfield with the throw on the far side, comes in quick. Tapped out and comes across. Shot comes in and banged in by the Northfield player. Let's see, who is that number?
I got my binocs on him, but I can't see his number yet.
Turn for me.
He's not turning for us.
Is that 16?
13.
Number 13, Jaden Weffel. Ball come in, came to his feet, and he definitely put his laces through the ball into the far side of the netting. Quick little strike there by Northfield.
About 2 minutes after the previous one.
Those are the ones you kind of want to avoid. It's kind of like 5 minutes before, 5 minutes after. You don't like those quick goals. You don't want to give them up in quick succession.
6-0.
Northfield still on the front foot, pushing forward. Play it back to their defense.
Well, I'd like to see that Northfield-Austin game, I've got to tell you.
Yeah, I think that would be a good matchup. I think that's kind of one of those that we'd be looking at somehow, some way. Something, if it was a normal year, probably for the conference championship, probably possibly a section final.
Still might be for the conference champ. They're the only 2 unbeaten teams.
It looks like we're going to have a drop ball in the center of the field. Didn't quite see what caused that to happen. And the referee plays it down. Falcons look to play it out, but find the feet of the Northfield defender. Unlucky play there. Kogan plays it up. Finds number 8, Pratt, again on the outside, but gets a little bit too far. Trujillo went to grab it out, but his defender took the ball. Falcons trying to move it up on the sideline on the far side. Northfield dispossesses. Maintaining the ball, but taken away by Faribault.
If Faribault gets some quicker passes, they're double teaming the ball a lot.
Yeah, Northfield does a good job of, as soon as they lose the ball, they swarm to regain it. And Northfield regains it again. Finds the feet of Roney, dribbling towards the center of the field, 25 yards from goal, passes out left. Ball gets played in support back, cut around by Knutson, comes in. Nice little 1-2s by there. There's number 13 again. Weffel trying to fire a shot, not quite the same heat as the last one. Trujillo gathers it up, plays a high punt to the edge of the field.
9:40 to go.
And a little bit of Foul there by the Falcons. The defender just came in too hard, and the Falcon players turned farm.
Well, he
Stood
offered
firm.
to help him up, but
He did, and that's kind of one of those, he recognized it was a foul. There was no intent there,
and he gets a yellow card.
and he does get a caution. I don't think there's anything reckless. I don't know if the referee's just kind of deciding that he hasn't used him early on in the game, so he might as well take it out while he can, instead of just collecting dust. But one way or another, Northfield's going to have a free kick here, about 10 yards over the half-field line. They're going to send a few players forward. Tegan Hoff is going to once again be on the ball. Northfield does substitutions. Roney goes off. So does Kogan. It's probably the last we'll see of them tonight.
I would think so. You don't want to get one of those guys hurt.
No. And Tegan Hoff plays it high, looping ball towards the height over there.
Uh-oh.
Trujillo tries to go up and get it. Was unable to, but it goes over the end line untouched, and it'll be a Falcon goal kick.
And my heart about went to my feet on that one.
Yep, that was kind of one of those, if you go up, you better get it. He unfortunately did not, but thankfully it went over the end line. Faribault looking to try and play it forward, trying to play a ball across and look for the player, unable to do so. Just not connecting on all cylinders with their passes tonight. The ideas and the effort are there, just the execution is lacking a little bit this evening.
6-0 Raiders. Austin beat the Falcons 5-0. It was a season opener. Faribault's much improved over that game.
Yeah, I would say most definitely. But, as we have improved, so have other teams coming forward. And this is a Northfield squad that most definitely has.
Well, it's unfortunate if they don't have a state tournament because this is a state tournament caliber team.
Yep, I would say so. I think, with them in Austin, I think we would definitely have one of those teams probably coming out of the Big Nine that definitely could contend for the title. And the Falcons get the ball for a throw-in on the far side on their end. Ball comes in, but once again gathered up by Northfield.
And, you don't have to play in a big fancy stadium either. I don't know why you couldn't just have it on.
Yeah, it would be, I'm sure there are concerns as always about the health and safety, but there's
you're only going to allow parents in the game, right?
You would think that they could find somehow, some way to make it work. Somehow.
Just have it at college field or something.
And Trujillo's got the goal kick, and he sends it out high and wide, searching for Escobar. Goes over the top.
Take their temperatures.
Yeah, we're finding out more and more, as much as they can, with the testing and things like that, You'd hope somehow they would be able to make it work. But safety will probably always be the first concern.
Well, and that is safety, though.
Yeah. So you never want to second guess. You would hope that it could happen, but unfortunately it will not be this year. Falcons coming forward. And ball comes out, just trying to make that pass, but Northfield defender just steps in and takes it away, but Faribault regains possession, coming towards the center of the field, trying to get that breakthrough goal here, and just a little bit too much on the pass.
He checked in, and he's pretty quick.
Yeah, great ideas, great little ball work over there. It's just unlucky that they're just not connecting. Everything's just a little bit off here or there.
Ismail Hussein, he's a senior.
He comes in, and the ball gets passed back up. Faribault trying to get it, gather it up, they regain it. Hussein on the ball now, passes it back, ball gets chipped up forward, looking for their forwards, knocked out by the Raiders defense, and they start moving forward, moving up the field, crossing the halfway line, but Faribault dispossesses. Hussein trying to get it, gathers it up, passes it in. And a little bit of contact there, looked very similar to the play. Referee deemed it nothing, and Escobar gets up. And the
fans aren't
foul on
very
the near
happy.
side. Fans, at least on the near side, are kind of, wondering where the call was on the first one, when you gave the call on the second one. Seemed to be very similar occurrences of fouls. One was called, one was not. And Falcons on the ball right now. Northfield dispossesses, takes it away. Tries to play across, blocked out, and gathered up by Hussein. Passes it back. Squares it into the center defense and looped out over high and wide to the center of the field.
That was a nice little move there. The guy's backpedaling, and he did a header.
Yeah, nice little play there. Falcons moving forward, trying to regain possession here in the Northfield half.
Boy, I'd have a headache if I played soccer.
Yeah. And trying a little bit too hard, gets called for a foul. Northfield with the kick just on their side of the half-field line. Just under 5 minutes remaining. Northfield on the possession at the midfield stripe, trying to work it up the field. Taken away by Faribault. A little grab of the jersey not called there by the Northfield player. Ball gets played up after the Falcon turnover. Knocked back up, though. Falcons gain possession of the offensive end. Got a little numbers going forward here. Possibly going to create something. And Escobar fires a shot in. Little bit too much probably distance there for the shot that he hit. Blocked down by the Northfield goaltender. Nice attempt, though.
It was on goal.
It was on goal. You know, and you would hope that, you know, that's at least something to build on. Maybe they can keep going forward here. Northfield gets it. The ball comes out all the way down to the Falcon penalty box now. Player cuts into the middle. Goes to his left foot. Tries to cut it in. And number 8 there, Charles Pratt, tries to fire a shot. Goes high over the net.
The Falcons slow in getting up there. They might have turned his ankle.
That might have been a little bit of a misstep there.
3:44 to go. Yeah, he's limping. Didn't call for the trainer, though.
Can't get quite the number there, but it looks like he's going to try and walk it off and see if he can make it the rest of the way.
They do have numbers on the front of their shorts, but not on the front of their shirts.
Looks to be Karen was going to take a knee there, but the Falcons on the defense, so he'll probably gut it out a little bit here. Northfield gets the turnover, coming back the other way on the near side, coming down the sideline. Going right towards the edge of the penalty box, tries to go on the outside of the defender. Faribault defender kicks it over the end line, and Northfield will have a corner kick here, and it looks like they're going to need a substitution here. Player went down and signaled to the ref that he definitely needs a sub. A sub comes in the form of Alex Sullivan.
Yeah, it was Karen that turned his ankle.
Karen's just a little bit gingerly walking right now. Sullivan comes in. Corner kick on the near side for Northfield. Driven across, high and wide. All players go up, and it's cleared out by the Falcons, only to the top of the box. Northfield gathers up, tries to fire a shot, goes off the corner of the post. Northfield player comes in, cuts back, tries to bring it across and center it to the middle, blocked out by the Falcons, but only to the top of the box. Unable to get a big clear that they need, but now they do. And starting to push it out, and Falcons gain it on the defense, coming the other way. Falcons looking to bring numbers up, trying to maintain possession. Gathered up by Northfield's number 11, who dispossessed of the way. A little battle here on the near side.
Wow,
and we're going to have a foul by the Falcon player on the Northfield player number 11, Pablo Gallardo.
They were both pushing off each other.
It seemed to be a little bit, you know, tit for tat, but referee deemed that it was a little bit too much on one side. And the ball goes over on the far side, and the Falcons end. Throw comes in into the penalty area to the Falcon defenders. Gets cleared out long. No Falcon there to gather it up. Northfield gets it, touches it across, but knocked out by the Falcon defense. Looking to turn
40.
it up the sideline. Played back to the defense. A little bit of a missed touch on the clear there. Looks like Sullivan stepped up and put a foot through it. Cleared it all the way down. Falcons gathered it up on the far side. Try to play it into the middle. Do so, but he's gathered and swarmed by Northfield defenders. Looks like we got number...
Oh, my.
And he gets cleared out from behind.
You take a timeout?
Nope. Unfortunately, there are no timeouts.
The reason I asked is I'd have a set play here somehow to score that goal.
Looks like we got about minute 9 here. We're going to have a set play, as you called it here, at least a little bit, where well, hopefully Faribault can get numbers up. They're bringing up you know, most of their team. Going to play it high and wide. Hopefully they can get some sort of...
he missed it.
Ball comes on, and looks like they're going to get...
What happened?
I'm trying to see the flag. Is it going to be... That seemed to be a little... Faribault player went down. And looked like maybe the Northfield player thought he might have embellished it a little bit, and referee deemed it a goal kick. But Northfield player did a good job of shielding it out. And nice little battle there. Gathered up by Faribault now.
30 seconds.
Still trying to go forward. See if they can get, and we're going to get a foul here committed. Let's see, we're going to have a good little show of sportsmanship there. He helps him up.
Well, Faribault tried that earlier, too.
And it looks like, is it going to be a free kick for Faribault?
Meanwhile, the clock keeps ticking and talking.
And we got about 10 seconds here.
I can't say that, though, can I? They banned TikTok from the United States.
They did. Oh, and the ball comes in and goes right into the belly of the
Right at
Northfield
the buzzer.
goalkeeper. Right at the buzzer.
Dag nabbit. Well, those Northfield Raiders are very good. They're still unscored upon, Brian Meyer.
Still unscored upon. Through 6 games of the Big 9 season, Northfield has yet to yield a goal.